Welcome to Good Mythical MORE.
Look at that, gifticality. We're still giving away money.
Nice, good.
And we're donating $1,000 to Make-A-Wish Foundation. We love Make-A-Wish because they grant life-changing wishes to children diagnosed with critical illnesses, and we have had the privilege of being involved in a few of those wishes. So we're so grateful that we've been able to take a part in that wonderful organization. So please join us in giving at wish.org/donate.
Thank you for being your mythical best and for hanging out with us back in the studio. You know, I woke up early this morning, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
me too, 2:30 a.m.
I was like, I feel weird.
Oh, ready to go.
Now, I never have problems going to sleep, but when I wake up early and like my stomach felt weird and I was like, what? Oh no, what's wrong?
Excitement.
And I was like,
I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm excited to be back in.
Your therapist is helping you learn the difference between excitement and anxiety.
Yeah.
And you know what? It turns out all these years you've just been excited. It's just you just flip the perspective.
I have an excitement disorder.
Hey, Link.
By the way, you can see the rest of our conversation about all of this type of stuff by listening or watching Ear Biscuits. New episode in video form.
It's true. We had a
comes
good
out
discussion
on the Ear Biscuits channel every Sunday, and then every Monday the audio version comes out wherever podcasts are found. So.
Okay, Link, you should get super anxious. I mean excited right now because I'm going to, first of all, just use a George Foreman grill, which that alone is something that I'm excited about.
It's hot.
I hadn't used one except that first night of the honeymoon when I got 4 of them.
Hey.
Okay.
Your honeymoon night, you cranked up 4 George Foreman grills?
I said, baby, we got so many George Foreman grills. We're taking them to Cancun. Put them in a suitcase. So we had a suitcase full of all the George Foreman grills we got, and we gave them out to everybody on the beach.
That's a little extra. I mean, for my honeymoon, I went extra too, but it didn't have anything to do with a Foreman grill. You know what I'm saying?
But was it hot?
It was hot.
Okay.
It was hot.
Link, I'm about to blow you away, man. Listen, because first of all, we got Wonder Bread, classic white.
Yeah, God love your mom. Gotta love her.
Yeah, she's a wonderful woman. She's a wonderful woman. But Link, it's not just Wonder Bread. You know what the main ingredient on your Wonder Bread panini is going to be for your birthday? First of all, put on a birthday hat. So take a choice. It's your birthday. 42-year-old man.
Take a choice.
Take a choice. Any choice.
I'll take these two.
Yeah, I'm going with the dark one.
They're kind of small, so.
Okay. There we go. Now,
I'm going horn. And just like my honeymoon.
Speaking of your
2 horns.
2
horns.
I was not present. I did not accompany him on his honeymoon. Okay.
But
the main ingredient.
But you picked me and Christy up when we got back from our honeymoon. You picked us up at the airport.
And I acted like a limo driver. No, that was you and Sarah John in high school.
That was a Valentine's date in high school.
Okay, Link, I got your favorite thing, and we're gonna make a cookie dough panini. Yes, sir.
Cookie dough panini, yes, sir.
I also have sugar cookie dough and I have chocolate cookie dough. So take a choice. Any choice.
I gotta fix my hair for my birthday pictures at Kmart after this. Kmart. Let's go with cookie dough chocolate chip, but remove the chocolate chips.
I'm not gonna do that, but you can occupy yourself with that. Okay.
Now you might be thinking, well, isn't that what sugar cookie dough is? No, I don't know why, but it ain't. I think it has something to do with brown sugar.
But you tried sugar. You tried to do it.
Well, I've eaten sugar cookies before, and I know that it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's not a chocolate chip cookie without chocolate chips.
So, are the cookies gonna become the bread, and then the bread becomes the meat, or is the bread and the cookie dough the meat?
That B.
You don't have to pick out the chips.
Oh no, I was picking out the plastic.
Oh yeah, you do have to do that.
How much cookie dough can one man eat on a panini? That much.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to get crazy.
That is a lot.
Now, what I got to do here?
Is it? This is still hot.
Well, because I just plugged it back in.
I wonder what George Foreman was thinking when he invented his grill, because as we all know, he personally woke up one morning. He was like, "Man, I got this great idea. I can't even sleep. It's a grill that folds over on itself."
Bread, please.
I mean, panini. That's what a panini maker is. What's the difference between a George Foreman grill and a panini maker? It has it has
George Foreman.
It has ditches where the grease falls out onto a thing which we don't have, the catcher. The grease catcher.
I always called him George Panini Foreman. You know he named all his kids
that looks
George.
like a burger patty.
What are you gonna be complaining already?
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just observing. Just because I'm observing something doesn't mean it's negative.
You said it in a negative way. Put a slapper down there. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. The amount of dough that I picked and the size of the bread.
Yeah, that's a good size. Now,
can I give you the official
normally
answer?
you would take a patty and just put it on there. That ain't a panini.
You can take a patty or a panini.
Guys, the answer, sorry, my voice isn't booming across the studio like it usually is. The George Foreman grill prioritizes baking and panini making on top of the normal grill functionality. In comparison, a normal panini maker focuses more on cooking, which is confusing considering it's a panini maker.
I don't understand anything you just said.
Now,
the Foreman grill has a baking mode and panini tilting technology. What's that?
It's a panini.
Why is it so hot, George? Good gracious, you think after all these years the top wouldn't be hot?
That's the difference. It's hotter than a panini maker because it can cook meats. You can actually cook a steak. You're gonna break the plate over.
Maybe I will.
I don't
Oh, you hear that sizzle? Wow. You hear that sizzle?
It's the sound of a birthday.
Should we align it with butter? Because, I wonder if we have any butter around.
We do. Let's put that on there. Is it too late?
No, it's never too late. George came back and fought like 7 times after he retired.
On Reddit, it
look
says,
at that. Here, hurry
the
up.
Foreman grill is tilted so fat and juices run off and down into a little tray. That's its gimmick. And it heats up fast and leaves pretty grill marks on things. Not that special, really. It is portable, though, which can be nice.
That's what George named both of his dogs, Fat and Juices.
Because he named all of his kids George Foreman.
Boom. He did. Georgette, George.
Better late than never when it comes to butter in your biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
I actually think we butter this at the right time. I think
Clamp it.
George would be.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
that actually looks really good.
This is going to be incredible.
I mean, the Snickers one was great with that marshmallow fluff. I never would have thought that that would have helped so much, but it really.
Hold on.
Really
Isn't there supposed to be something that catches the grease? It just pours out onto the desk?
Oh yeah, it's next to your side.
Oh, this.
I didn't know what it was, so I just
look
put
at that.
something in there. Yeah.
A little late for that, but go ahead and throw it under
Thanks,
there.
George. You should have attached that from the beginning.
Yeah, why isn't it permanently attached? Or like
good gracious.
by a magnet
This
or
thing's
something?
been around for 30 years. Do you think it would be perfected?
If Apple made a George Foreman grill, it would have a magnetic attachment. But I'm not complaining, George.
George he made the George Foreman grill, declared it perfect, and rode off into the sunset.
And he shows up every week to grab that check he gets. That George Foreman grill check.
You could probably go to you know how you can go to like a convention and then like Pete Rose will just like be there and he'll sign things?
Yeah. You think you can take a George Foreman grill to George Foreman and he'll sign it? I feel like
How many do you think he signed? And how many times do you think he's like, you got the silver marker? Because that's what you need to sign. Then.
Yeah, well, a lot of them have his signature on them.
That costs extra though. I'd rather.
Woo! Holy moly! Now,
holy moly!
there was a little bit of dough coming out before we flipped it and buttered it, but now look at that. Looks like cookie bacon coming out of it.
I'm gonna try to get some of that back.
On earth,
Link, you are about to be so pleased.
I'm already pleased. I mean, let's face it. I thought my birthday was gonna suck. Oh, it's hot. Because
You didn't see.
I mean, everything that was like a special occasion has kind of turned into like a sucky I'm staying at home version. So I'm very elated to.
That's hot. Don't.
Ooh, that's hot.
Don't touch it, George.
Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's
down
hot.
here. Where's it
Ooh,
not
that's
hot? I gotta find
Ooh,
where
that's
it's not hot. Move
Ooh,
out of the way.
Ooh, this. Ooh, this.
Okay, Link. Sorry about. We got butter.
You know what? Cut that open for me.
No. Link. Is the Happy Birthday song still copyrighted?
No, we can sing it.
Happy.
You don't sing it to yourself. You get to blow it out.
We're doing the mythical version?
Yeah, we're doing it because we don't want to take forever. Happy birthday.
Whoa. What key is that?
Happy
That's the same key.
birthday to.
It's the same note. You're like just singing
Why
one
you
note.
Why you gotta worry about what key I'm in, man?
Happy birthday to you.
I didn't do that. Happy birthday to Link. It would have been easier just to sing the whole happy birthday song.
I'm sorry.
But we were singing it for
I'm
Link.
a control freak. I'm just
obviously
so
we had to be
excited.
Critiqued. Okay. I thought after all this time alone, maybe your critical bone would have softened a little bit, but it's okay. It's only gotten harder.
My critical bone is petrified. Do I wish first and then blow, or do I blow and then wish?
You wish and then blow, but don't tell anyone your wish.
Allergies. That's wiping my nose. I have to just clarify.
Oh.
You know, I don't want anybody to freak out.
So here, you want to cut that? For
After
me?
42 years, you forget how to make a wish and blow out a candle.
It's been a lot of I don't do a lot of wishing and blowing these days. Okay, there you go. That's one way.
We
to
need
do
a
it.
better knife.
Noted.
What's wrong with a knife?
I can't really
Oh,
cut it in the right way. Ooh,
I'd
doggy.
love for you. Oh my gosh, I'd love for you to have half of this. Oh, it's so warm.
It's so gooey.
Has this been done before?
I'm
guys?
so glad that we didn't take the chocolate chips out, first of all.
Oh yeah.
Just do a little smile towards your single cam, you know? Just like, almost as if you're posing for a thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, get that, Link.
You know, we don't have any people here, so.
Look at that. We got a thumbnail. We could have been doing that all along.
Like that.
Oh. Oh, my gosh.
I mean, the cookie's not baked; it's still dough, which is perfect.
Oh, my goodness. That is so good.
Wow.
Is that a thing?
Buttery Wonder Bread, just nestled, just laying like a blanket over top of some
And the chocolate,
warm cookie dough.
like, spread out. Oh, my gosh. This should be a thing. Is this not a thing?
I think we could also batter it and deep fry it.
Does George still do the TV appearances? Because I want to do it with him. And I want to give him this recipe live on the air.
It's not much of a recipe.
Well,
I actually don't
It's my kind of recipe.
see it. Like, I see people making
Woo!
cookies, trying to make cookies
I need some
in
milk.
a press, but I don't think anyone's creative, I'll say, enough to do this.
I mean, it's absolutely bonkers good.
Oh, and good for you.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Now I'm gonna take this log home.
Take it, man. Sure log.
Oh, and listen, my Nana sent me, as she always does, she sent a pound cake. She mails a pound cake. And, I mean, it weighs probably 3 pounds, I think.
More than that.
Maybe more than that, he says. Puts it in a box, like the USPS box. You take that thing out, it's just aluminum foil, layers and layers of it, and then like shopping bags. And then there's a round pound cake in the middle of it. And especially because we're not in a position to have people over and share as much as we normally do, we were like, we got to come up with something. We got to come up with something to do with some of this pound cake so it doesn't go to waste. Because we end up not eating it all. We feel guilty.
Well, what about me?
Well, you're going to share in this because I'm going to give you some.
Because I usually show up and take some pieces.
Yeah, I'll give you some slices. We've got half of the cake left.
Your family of 5 can't get through a pound cake?
We just don't, we don't eat that much sweets all the time.
Well, just once a year, though.
But this is what we did. We took half the pound cake, and this is Lily's idea. We turned it into cake pops. Here's the thing I didn't realize about cake pops.
They're just cake.
Cake pops are cake and icing mixed together into balls and then coated with something else. I thought cake pops were something totally different because
They're so moist.
actually every time we would go on the Tonight Show and they would like one of the gifts that they would have in the dressing room were cake pops from milk.
And I would eat them.
And they are so amazing, but they're so dense. They're almost like cookie dough. And that was the only cake pop I've ever had. And I didn't know that it was actually made of
Yeah, it's like
it's like
putting
you
the
bake
moisture
a
back
cake.
in.
It's like baking a cake and then forming balls out of the cake with the icing.
And your Nana's cake is already very moist.
Oh, it's so good.
There's in the middle of the pound cake, it's like a chocolate collector hole.
Yeah, there's a
That's what I
hole.
call it, chocolate collector hole. And I'll dip down in there sometimes to see what I can find. My little treasure hunt. Happy birthday, man. 42. We're both 42.
Mm-hmm.
Both 42. That happens for a few months every year. 42, man.
Ricky Henderson.
You know, life comes in 7-year cycles. And this
Okay.
is the end of the 6th 7-year cycle. Make it count, man. Because the next 7 years, from 43 to 50, good gracious, we're old.
Uh-huh.
That's the 7th 7-year cycle, and that's your life peak. And
Oh, really?
After that, you've been beginning to slowly die.
Ooh. Funny, because I thought you peaked years ago. Happy birthday to me. Save up to 30% on my favorite items for 48 hours only at mythical.com.